Abusua I active Ghana message subscribe. No attend notification so that be a brain baby and positive and sabit can follow and also change their platform. A DEK 360 Ghana. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, baby I active Ghana. Na abusua ene ko pay mo Accra International Conference Center. Ho na ye launching chichirinchi bi just it me share so e wo opportunity say Ghana Smart School Project. Now they are bracket team. Not opportunity say one student a year one tablet and as one laptop. Just say and no launching needing a course so a Accra International Conference Center. Now school launching there say Minister of Education a Dr. Yao or say Erichum EBP one independent for be any the first gentleman of the land, the driver, another danko Kufu Ado, and so be PO, and the coffer by no, yes, Mr. Digitalization on the Uchinumpa, also a womb. Now, let's say Michima, one student, one laptop. And I'm not saying so no. According to policies and according to a year, the only two journal, over 1.3 million students and receive laptop. Yes. Over 1.3 million students. That's SS1, SS2, SS3. Ninano, Umunabede, or receive a year laptop and as a tablet, be never be to me. I find a warning. Now, a year, make us a year, papa, a year, papa. Say this will be a year, make us a year because you're free. Yeah, old dear man on face and a trouble so now call library. Now yes, those say no almost more digitalize no bring na egu a tablet so amount students no or tablet or tablet no na or books and as BBI e also we say and adabia wasi questions ebu a student bu anyo bi no bi ato enyo bi ska tobi when nyina e also ti we pay open solve questions ni nyina I was so kama be able to me fine I want a charger at the end of the video no me obehu kwan the way I sit here at saying send a tie ni nyina abusia obehu at the end of the video no ne video picture is a charge no ni ade ni nyina abusia obehu no at the end of the video na the Minister of Education and Dr. Bawumiah and I almost see hot seat pa and I'm cray SHS students show more questions. I was show more questions. I was also share questions. I'm cray deep questions. I'm cray. Ebusa Mr. Digitalization, Dr. Bawumiah, and the Minister of Education. I was after saying the driver and I said Nado if free one. Or the actually Jao, Dr. Bawumiah. Yes, questions are students, it could be side. It was young crochet in TV.
I want to take this opportunity to ask our Excellency, the Vice President of Ghana. We appreciate the works you people have been doing, and I think this government is the second Jesus for students. In the civil sector, I am in Applied Technology Institute, and we really appreciate what you people have been doing in our education system. For me, I'm from the northern region, and I didn't know anything about heavy-duty engineering. But I chose it. I was willing to do it. But as I came to the school, I've realized that the government is not sleeping. He has a vision for the students, and he has provided all the equipment for learning. So we want to appreciate what people are doing, and we ask that we will continue to do what is more than that for us. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much, Thomas, for those kind words. I think that, as the Minister for Education said, we have a three-pronged approach in terms of the education policy. We're trying to make sure, as far as senior high school is concerned, you know, that we continue to improve senior high school, but we are also looking at STEM, and we're looking at TVET, and we're looking at smart schools in that context. And so we are seeing a lot of improvement. TVET was an area that, if you look historically, many governments paid lip service to. I think it is very clear that we have done more in TVET in terms of investment than any other government in the Fourth Republic. We've really retooled the 34 National Vocational and Technical Institutes, spent quite a lot of money on them, probably close to $120 million in revamping the NVTIs. We've also done 10 technical universities that we have done, and also about 13 technical colleges in terms of really rehabilitation. I think spending so much in those, also over $100 million in revamping them. We've provided free TVET, and you've seen that before 2017, annually you had about 20,000 students enrolling in TVET. Today, because of the policies that we pursued in the TVET area, the total enrollment is around 157,000 students in TVET today. And so you're seeing a lot of people, and TVET is now becoming aspirational, rather than being a place where people who did not do well will go to. And I think that we will continue to invest. The tablets that are coming to the TVET students will be a lot of help, especially practicals. You can see things and follow things through the tablets. You are going to be ready for the fourth industrial revolution. So I'm very happy for all TVET students. This is really remarkable what we are doing in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Edu Roberta is from Busumtree Girls High School. The Vice President would like to hear from you.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak. So first of all, on behalf of the students gathered here, we would like to appreciate you for this project you've brought on board. But Mr. President, we would like to ask, how sustainable is this project? Is it going to continue for a long time, or it will become a history we talk about tomorrow? Thank you.
Oh, beautiful question.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful question. Beautiful.
I think that's a very, very important question. How sustainable is this? One of the things I have learned a lot is that it takes a lot of commitment to sustain any policy. You must have systems put in place that makes the policy work, but you also need commitment to the policy. People said that they were not, or they did not think we should do free SHS, for example. Some people said free SHS was not going to be sustainable. But we have done free SHS, and it is going reasonably well. And the performance of the students is also improving. I believe that this policy of making tablets available to our students and going into the smart classroom, the fourth industrial revolution learning environment, this is not something that is being done on the whim. It is something that we have looked at very carefully, and we believe that Ghana has to be part of the fourth industrial revolution. It is a priority, and we are therefore allocating the resources to make sure that it happens. So as long as we keep it as a commitment as a priority, it will be sustainable. Because the alternative is even worse. Not doing it means Ghana will lag behind. And so we are going to continue to do it. I can assure you, it will be sustained.
Ativo, God's Way, Babila, Wesley Grammar School, the floor is yours.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Ativo Gotu Pablo. I'm a student of Wesley Grammar and I'm from Akachi in the Punta region. I come from a community where most students didn't have the opportunity to senior high school. But due to this policy of the president and then the vice president, I also have that opportunity to even sit here today and talk in a panel with the vice president, and I'm very grateful for that. However, this Ghana Smart Schools project is another step to help us understand our studies more. Because sometimes we listen to our teachers in class and we don't even know what they're saying. But I go home and then we watch a video and then ask yourself, is that all? So Mr. Vice President, I would like to express my deepest gratitude on behalf of all students for this initiative. But my source of concern is, what's next? After we are done learning, we have free SHS has given the opportunity to the needy students to come to these senior high schools. The digitalization has given us another opportunity to understand our lessons better. What's next? For needy students like me, what's next? I would like to suggest if more scholarship opportunities are given to us, for us to be able to continue into the tertiary education, it will be really helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I think that what is very, very important is that we are providing these tools, these opportunities for all of you to fully participate in the fourth industrial revolution, to get into a 21st century learning environment and to do well compared to your peers in the advanced countries. And so there's a lot of progress that has been made. As you have said, that, Free SHS has provided this opportunity. In many places, textbooks were a problem. With this tablet, all the textbooks are on the tablet, the lesson notes are on the tablet, the past wives, question papers are on the tablet, and so you have the resources, and you have to just apply yourself. The sky is the limit when you ask what is next. The sky is the limit, because I, can say that the presence of these tablets, for example, gives us an opportunity to teach coding in the senior high schools. You can't really teach coding when you don't have tablets. How are you going to learn? So in the senior high schools, in the TVET schools, and all of that. So what is next is a lot of opportunity. You want to go to university. We've brought in no guarantor student loans. We have to make sure that we have more resources at the Students' Loan Trust Fund to be able to support people who are not able to afford going to the university. So I think that we will make those opportunities available. You will have different opportunities, whether you want to go to TVET, you want to go to the university. I think you are entering into a new age, and we will make those opportunities available. But you should aim high. You should go as high as you can, and we will support all our students as they transition from senior high schools into tertiary education. This is what we want to see.
Let's now hear from the Accra Technical Training Center, Abdul Aziz Khadija.
Thank you very much. It's a good time. Well, we are very grateful for this initiative, the Free SHS policy. We get to enjoy what others are not enjoying. We are here today. It has been a good sorry. But I would like to ask Mr. President, what is the plan for our brothers and sisters in the basic level? Would they enjoy what we are enjoying? Are there plans for them for this digital future? So I would like...
Thank you very much, Khadija. I think what is very clear, I mean, this is where we are starting. We're starting at the senior high school level. But you cannot, even from the kindergarten level, our aim is to get digital devices across. The President made the point that the universities, tertiary education are also going to be included so that we can have the devices also in the tertiary schools. When I spoke to the country on the 7th of February, I made that point that we wanted to provide, because there are a lot of students in the universities also who don't have laptops, and so we are going to have to do so. So the basic schools, there's a lot of work going on in the basic schools to transform what a primary school looks like, to bring smart classes into the basic schools. So there's a lot of work, and the Minister for Education is doing a lot of work for the primary schools and the junior high schools. The new classroom designs have been in place, and these will be smart classes as we move along. Minister for Education, maybe you can elaborate a little bit on what we are doing in the basic schools.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. About 3 months ago, you visited a village called Azah in the Yellow Crover district. Mr. Vice President, you promised them that their school that is run down, about to collapse, will be transformed. Mr. Vice President, yesterday I spoke with the DC, and he said now a new school has been built, it has been roofed. And so we are not leaving out the baby schools at all. Major transformation is taking place. We can't talk about 21st century learning in 19th century classrooms. So the old school building that you see at Nambode, near Yinehiri, will be a thing of the past. Beautiful school is being built across the length and breadth of this country. New schools are being built so that it can create a 21st century learning environment to really power our nation out of poverty through digitalization. So, Mr. Vice President, at the Ministry of Education, your vision and that of the President is being implemented. You can look at the junior high schools. So this government has not left out the basic schools at all. A new kind of basic school system is emerging. You can see it on your screens. When did you ever think that junior high schools would look like the one you are seeing? And it's now coming live in Ghana. It has been built, that is it. So you see those junior high schools, and you know that really it is possible that we can transform our fortunes. So, Mr. Vice President, your vision is there clearly, and the President's vision is being implemented and executed at the Ministry of Education. Smart classrooms have been established in the junior high schools, very soon to be launched by the Vice President. So I'm super excited about this.
All right. We shall take the last one from Marvelous Unknown from Wesley Grammar School.
Good day, everyone. I go by the name Marvelous Unknown, and I'm half Nigerian, half Ghanaian. And
I don't know, Dan.
before I say anything, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And I would like to acknowledge the President, the Vice President, and all his supportive members of Parliament for this massive work done. So, per what I've heard and per what I've experienced, unlike other countries, let me use Nigeria for example. My auntie told me that in Nigeria, the educational system for the first year students, when you enter into the school, you learn 15 subjects. And for the second year, you split up to your various categories. You'll try to bring out your capabilities and semester, but I think that it increases their burden. But with here, it's very easy. And I believe that education is not just about reading books all the time. Whatever our social environment all comes up. And we study 9 subjects, yes. And then with these 9 subjects, most of the students don't know their potentials and their capabilities. So what are the measures to be put in place to make sure that they discover these potentials?
Deep question.
Thank you very much. I think that we are sort of having this great opportunity to have the whole world at our feet with these tablets and the access to information. And I would agree with you that we are doing relatively well in Ghana. And this is why we continue to top the WAEC exams in West Africa. But I think that in terms of knowing how you're going to proceed going forward, the various interventions that we are putting in place at the primary school level, at the junior high school level, will give us a much broader canvas to paint on. So as the Minister was saying, if you look at the new schools that we are putting in place, you're going to be able to collapse 10 schools into one in a community. And all of them will be there. Best teachers, best smart classrooms and all of that. And so you will have a broader base of knowledge moving from primary school to junior high school than currently, from junior high school to senior high school, and progressively on to tertiary education. So we are widening opportunities and making opportunities available to all of you. You know, for some of us, when I went to senior high school, those days were pretty tough. In Ghana, the books we were writing exams on, we didn't have the books, and it was a big problem. But we are making sure you guys don't suffer those sorts of situations. You will have a whole, you know, availability of a whole set of resources on these tablets. And I expect us to continue topping the WAEC and move further to others in the future. Thank you.
Man, let's hear it out one more time for the Vice President of the Republic. The Vice President, we've taken a lot of your time, but the Vice President has obliged to interact personally with all of us here. And so right after this, he will come down and take selfies and ask you personally what your thoughts are. But in closing, Mr. Vice President, Honorable Minister, behold your children. What are your parting thoughts to them? Let's start with you, Honorable Minister.
It's a exciting day today. You are flanked by the future leaders of our nation. And we mean it when we say that. To our party, and our government, and our ministry, it's not a cliche when we say you are the future leaders. That is why great investment is made in you. That is why dilapidated structures are being pulled down. In their places, new schools are being built. That is why we're able to prevail from the World Bank and Arab Development Bank to give us the opportunity to build new schools, and we are building new schools. We truly do not want to leave any child behind. And I'm excited to have students coming from across the length and breadth of this country, including my own Bawumiah, here today. And Bawumiah, this is their 3rd year of operation. With a new vision of the Vice President and the President, we have affiliated them to Wesley Girls. 4 weeks ago, when we were at Wesley Girls with the President, Bawumiah students had gone there to learn the Wesley Girls way. So in 5 to 10 years' time, we're going to get a very high-performing girls' school in the rural community where they are located. The future of this nation will be brighter going forward. And I believe that the better days of our nation is ahead of us and not behind us. Make no mistake about it. You're going to have others tell you the sky is falling. Check for yourself and understand that a new path has been created. A new Ghana is emerging. The better days of our country is truly ahead of us. So I'm honored to have every one of you and also to have the best MC in the world. I insisted that we needed him, and I'm glad he canceled other appointments to be here. He's one of the finest that this nation has. His choice of words, the power of his words, can really get you into action. You live here, you want to do more because he told you to do more. We are grateful. And also, you are wearing a great tie.
Thank you very much. Sometimes I can be very hard on our ministers. When I'm trying to get a project done, I usually can call them at midnight and so send a message. But I must say, in closing, that frankly, this is one of the most exciting days since we've been in office, since 2017. It is really a dream come true, because we thought that it was very, very important. I mean, what is the history? The history is that so many are excluded. So many are excluded from educational opportunities. And the quality of education tends to vary a lot between the privileged schools and the underprivileged schools, between the rural and the urban. And even within the urban, there are more, high-flying schools than others. Then the whole issue of teaching, who has access to the best teachers, who has access to the textbooks. You could have, when I was growing up in Tamale Secondary, we were writing one A-level subject in literature, and we didn't have the book. But we're going to be examined on it. And that is it. But you see that the inequality in opportunities is very, very stark. And so we made the case that going digital through these tablets and loading all the material, the textbooks, the lesson notes, the past questions, the videos, to see some of the best teachers teaching mathematics. So if you want to get a sense of how this topic was treated, you can have access. And this is the work of Sendlos and all of that, which is reflected here. And so we are looking at equalizing opportunities across the schools, across the regions, across the whole country, so that the student will have, who is in, Kiriga Primary or anywhere in the country, can have access to the same material that the student in Infransipim has or Achimota has. So you are equalizing opportunities. So you just now need to work hard. And so that is one area that I think is so remarkable about what has happened today. Let us not take it for granted, because I'm not aware of any country on the African continent that has done so. And I was speaking to the minister before this. I said, how many countries in the world have really been able to do one tablet, one laptop? And he was yet to find one. For all students, he has seen that. So what we are doing is very remarkable, very, very remarkable. And I think we should remember this day and build on it. Of course, we have just launched it. Let us make sure that all the tablets are efficiently distributed to all the students. And I am sure that this is going to really open up and allow the students to do even greater things. We are entering into the fourth industrial revolution, and we are going to be up there with any country in the world. And I am excited about that. Thank you all very much. I want to leave the last message I want to give to the students who are here. Never let anybody tell you it is not possible. Your mindset should be one of possibilities. Make sure what we have done today tells you that it is possible. And you should never let anyone tell you it isn't. Because it is possible if you apply yourself and work hard. And let us go and work hard. Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of our Republic, His Excellency Dr. Bawumiah, and so many round of applause. Vice President, on behalf of all the students here, I'd like to say a very big thank you for availing yourself. I shall ask for 2 important photographs. One with the children. And so, His Excellency the Vice President will come around and interact with you.
You're the one who's okay, I hear you are bringing the sense of Thank you.
So all our dignitaries with invitation cards, we invite you over for lunch.
Thank you.
In the VVIP lounge, please. All our dignitaries with your invitations, please join us in the VVIP lounge. Thank you very much. All our dignitaries respectfully invite you here to the VVIP lounge for lunch. All our dignitaries respectfully invite you to the VIP lounge. Those with invitations, please join us for lunch.
Thank you.
because it is hard, but it will bring out the best in us. We believe it is possible. Here to say thank you on behalf of all the children